Welcome everybody to our continued live coverage of these group stages. We have for you a game of great intrigue and indeed great consequence. The group's taking shape nicely now, and we're already seeing who is likely to make the knockout rounds. Are we to see another team become yet another statistic here, or somehow fight themselves out of a nasty predicament, avoid defeat and keep their hopes alive? It is time to focus, get on with the job, and see what transpires both here and indeed elsewhere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch, too.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. He goes long. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Breaks on here. And he's cut it out. Chance to break. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well, that's where he wants it. And now the breakaway. Ball through me. Real chance! And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Forward it goes. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's put paid to a promising move.
He was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Big chance! It's anyone's ball. Hoists it forward, looking to break out here. And it's played forward. Until half-time, and it is still goalless. Out to the left it goes. Goes for the cross. Well read, he's sorted that out. Now the counter. Over to the left. Cuts it out. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
In the the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Pinged forward. Goalless still. Either side really getting onto the front foot. Ampadu. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Keeper sends it forward. Has gone out. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Hoists it forward. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Glushakov. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Has a pop! Good first touch, and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
The changes then in quick succession. Has a hit! Could fall kindly, and the ball, well, that is asking for trouble.
Yeah, the force is with them, and everything else for that matter. They just need that lucky break.
Help's available out wide. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's... Oh, shooting chance! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see.
He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Defending of the desperate variety.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to...
And the referee brings it to a close. And it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. In their creative movement, they like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And we're underway. Floats one over. Hit long and direct. Has a pop! The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Gets the better of his man. Deflected behind for a corner kick. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Pumps it into the area. The referee has given a corner. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Could move up a gear here. It's a good-looking cross. It's a brilliant interception. He's had that put on, goes for goal! And he's found the net! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
And the through ball is intercepted. To get it forward quickly, and the counter is on. Now surely! Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And we're already back underway here. So So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And now they can launch a counter. Hoists it forward. Has a pop! No, he's missed it.
Oh, it was the first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
And it's played forward. Almost an hour gone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Gets it back.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
He's gone for it! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Forward it goes. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
There's going to be another change here.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's cut it out. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Hoists it high. Gets it upfield. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Forward it goes. And it's got through. Well, that's where he wants it. Well, they could break here.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Hoists it forward. So that's it. It is all over. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, they were posed with problems in wide areas and they couldn't find a solution to those wide defensive positions. a very poor show.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. And the lineup's suggestion that it's going to be a 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considerable responsibility and pressure on them. So a strong voice is needed to keep everyone switched on to their defensive duties. Everybody has to kind of play their part in getting behind the ball at times, and it's not always done because the focus is very offensive.
Well, we're on the way. Forward it goes. Well, they could break here. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And the counter is on. He's got options out wide. Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Timely intervention. Dashing forward at pace. Shoots! Another save.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
That's been drilled forward. Help's available out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Point-blank header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And it's played forward. Breaks on here. Gets the better of his man. He's had a goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Keeper sends it forward. And the shot! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
He's got options out wide. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Plays it out to the wing, and help's available out wide. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Puts in a cross. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Face to face with the keeper.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Hoists it forward. Defenders on the back foot. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? That intervention was very necessary. And the defence can get it clear. They are right into last chance territory. He's gone for it! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Been lever clear, and that is that. One goal settled it, a tense and exciting game that just got away.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
Well, hello everybody, thank you for joining us for what we hope will be an intriguing group stage game, and it is first against second. Two teams with the same objective, and that is to make sure that they will still be here once the competition resumes under a different format, one that is far less forgiving than now. This, no doubt, a game of the utmost importance, not so much for the final outcome in this group, but potentially who meets whom when that time comes around. And that is something that both of these sides are only too well aware of, with those finishing top getting what is usually a more comfortable draw. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So off we go then. And it's played forward. Plays it through. Tries to dink it in. Cleared away. Away from immediate danger. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And he's there to cut it out. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. It'll be a throw-in. And it's been taken straight back. That's the throw. He's had a go! Oh, the ball's come loose. Plays it out to the flank. Gets it back. It's a loose ball. Battles to win it back. Hoists it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Has he picked him out? He's gone for it! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Right through the middle. Plays it out to the wing. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And the counter is on. Lobs it in gently. That intervention was very necessary. He gets past his man. Tries to get it clear. And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still. That gets things going for the second half. Tight old game so far. Can that change now? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Quick cut, goes for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Just off target. Defending of the desperate variety.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight. Yeah, has a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ball's out on the left now. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. There's going to be another change here. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Played out to the right. And he just whacks it away. Good running with the ball. Can they... Real chance! Really well taken goal. And that really is so impressive. So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now.
And the cutback, he's had a shot! Back of the net! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Now, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Like 3-0 for sure.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Brings it forward. Oh, some tackle that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's been won straight back. And time is up. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and the result which is well deserved. When you look back on the game then, Jim,
there's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
Welcome everybody to our continued live coverage of these group stages. We have for you a game of great intrigue and indeed great consequence. The group's taking shape nicely now, and we're already seeing who is likely to make the knockout rounds. Are we to see another team become yet another statistic here, or somehow fight themselves out of a nasty predicament, avoid defeat and keep their hopes alive? It is time to focus, get on with the job, and see what transpires both here and indeed elsewhere. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the finish! Marvellous goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
Well, they can break here. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. He's in, surely, has a hit! And no mistake! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Ivanovic. It's a loose ball. And they've been caught out here. Oh, surely! Honda tries to dink it in. It's a decent ball. Gets away from his opponent. Can he find it? Going for goal! Hoists it forward. Ivanovic. And help's available out wide. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. And back to base. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Jagoyev. Nicely measured pass. Well read, he sorted that out. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And we're underway again. underway. 2 minutes. 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 2 Gets wrestled off the ball. Honda. And the ball's come loose. Shoots!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Referee's given a throw. Golovin. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Gets it back. And it's got through.
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
Crunching tackle. Now the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Dinks one in. He's got options out wide. That's offside. Yes, it is. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Keeper sends it forward. He's through the middle. It's found its way to him. Oh, that's a fine challenge. He's gone for it! Forward it goes. Honda. It's anyone's ball. It's gone for a throw-in. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Has he found his man? There goes the final whistle. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it set them up.
Welcome everybody to our continued live coverage of these group stages. We have for you a game of great intrigue and indeed great consequence. The group's taking shape nicely now, and we're already seeing who is likely to make the knockout rounds. Are we to see another team become yet another statistic here, or somehow fight themselves out of a nasty predicament, avoid defeat and keep their hopes alive? It is time to focus, get on with the job, and see what transpires both here and indeed elsewhere. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play, and of course the right service into the box.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Ignashevich. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Is on the back foot. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And he's going direct. This could fall anywhere. And the counter is on. Konoplyanka. Neither side yet able to find the net. Finds himself eased off the ball. Now a chance to break. He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's a corner. They've played it short. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Gets it upfield. Well played, he saw that coming. If you have just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Going through. Going for goal! Oh, that is an awful miss.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Throw in. Gets the better of his man. Played into the middle. Hoists it forward. He's in, surely. And the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to...
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Lovely bit of skill there. Well, that's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Forward it goes. Ah, now can they counter? And he's going long. Up to meet it! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Cuts it out. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Has a shot! And it's been taken short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. They've played it short. Whipped in. Trying to get there. Goes for it. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Just brushed off the ball there. And it's played forward. Konoplyanka. It is quite a run he's making here. Goes for the cross.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Chorluka.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's gone for it! Oh, what about that? Save the best for last!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
That's it, they are out. Well, great expectations have turned to huge disappointment. They have simply not done enough to merit a place in the knockout stage. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, I thought they were very honest and hard-working, and I can't fault them for their great effort and endeavour. Usually at the end of a group campaign, teams get stacked in the right order, and I think this is a case in point.
Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you wherever you are for what looks as though it is going to be a crucial game in the group stages. It was always going to come down to this eventually. The margin for error has been removed and we deal with absolutes. What can happen here over a very short span will be definitive. The group stages have to lose some teams, and that is where these teams are focused. No doubt this will be a brilliant, unmissable game for the neutrals, but it is laced potentially with cruelty as so often at this stage of the competition, because something has to give. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. So that's got things underway. And he's going long. Forward it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Looks to thread it through. Oh, it's opened up, he's gone for it! Still goalless at the moment. Oh, goes for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's been taken short. Plays it into the box. Goalkeeper's ball. Knocked down by a lack of accuracy. Now the counter. Shoots! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Tries to switch the play. Plays it out to the wing. Still, rather frustratingly, it is shot at goal! It's on a plate. Real chance! It's in! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one.
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make it one-way traffic and add to this lead.
There is the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. underway again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now a chance to break. Looks to dink one in. Has a pop! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Defender's on the back foot. He's left his man. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Hoists it forward. Could be thinking about a shot here. Well, that's where he wants it. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Plays it out to the flank, receives it from behind. It's anyone's ball. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Looking to widen the gap even further here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's trying the shot. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Yarmolenko gets it back. Has a hit! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
We're on the way. With a delicate ball. He's found his man. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Hulk. Well played, he saw that coming. Oh, good interception. Crescito. Danny. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Is there any support? He much shapes to shoot! And he's done it! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Hulk. Witsel, and it's played forward. Plays it out to the wing, played back in. Going for goal! It's a great exchange.
Well, that was textbook stuff on the 1-2 there. Great link-up play, difficult to deal with.
But he got plenty on that.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
And he's going long. Cut out in the nick of time. Hulk. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And now they can launch a counter. Out to the left it goes. And the shot!
Listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Real chance! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
There is the half-time whistle. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. Second half then, just getting going. Danyukov. Polk. Just brushed off the ball there. Willian. Chance!
That carried quite a threat.
Chance to break. Out to the right. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Up to meet it! He was well picked out, just needed a better finish.
Well, if only the calibre of the finish was as high as the calibre of the supply. I mean, that was a beautifully played cross and really should have seen something better on the end of it.
Schöner. He's had a shot! And in it goes! And the comeback is complete!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
In towards the middle. To play, and it is a goal kick. Schöner. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Over to the left.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Good clearance and very necessary.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. It is just a question of running down the clock now.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Has a hit! He's got away with one there. Gets it back. And that's that. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, they approached this with a very definite game plan, and I think to a large extent they remain true to that, and we can give the manager a big pat on the back.